Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakak Wadash. Okay? Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. All right, and Barak means bless. Atah means you. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. And Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay? I want to say shalom to all the listeners, the sincere listeners who listen in sincerity and faith, who believe on the Messiah as the scriptures have said. And so I wanna put out this video, okay? And Salaki, I got a lot of things on my desktop here. Make sure I got. All right. So basically I came across this video, right? And very interesting, very interesting. And wait till you guys see this, okay? You're gonna trip out, man. Oh, here it goes. All right, Salaki.
Another trend. I'm a disappointment to my family.
All right, so this Edomite, she's throwing markers in a jar, and as she asks the question, when she makes it in the jar, it's like a yes, and it's like a confirmation of what she's saying, and when she doesn't make it, it's like a denial of what she's saying. So let's just see what happens.
I'll get a promotion at my job. I'll have kids one day. I'm gonna be that wine ant with multiple tattoos. My fate has been determined. I'm the spawn of Satan. What?
Did you catch that? Let's continue.
I'll get verified one day. I'm gonna die of a caffeine overdose. Okay, gotta double check on this one. I'm the spawn of Satan.
That's number 2.
My father actually loves me. Knew that one. I'm gonna die alone. Huh. I tend to scare people away. Huh. Y'all, I'm actually freaked out. Alright, 3rd time's a charm. I'm the spawn of Satan. I'm even to God.
Hey, I didn't even finish the end of the video. It says I'm even a disappointment to God. Okay. And you brothers already know where I'm about to go with this, man. That was very spiritual, When my wife showed me that video, I was like, wow, you gotta link me to that so I can do a video. Okay. All right. And so I just want to start, let's start here in Matthew, okay, chapter 13, because Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is the seed of the wicked. And that was spiritual. It's like the angels had their hands on those markers. That was all through the spirit. Nothing is coincidence, okay? So let's just continue. Matthew chapter 13, okay? And let's start with the parable, okay, at the top. Okay. And I'm going to start right here, okay? Matthew 13, verse 24. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. Salaki. So the servant of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst thou not sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of the harvest I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. Okay, so we're gonna go down into the answer of what this means. Okay, so Matthew 13 and 36 is where I'll begin. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away, and went into the house, and the disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. Verse 37, he answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. All right. So, contrary to popular belief, or these bug out doctrines out here, Satan, and the angels did not rebel against the Most High. Okay, they didn't rebel against the Most High and fall from heaven and be, and go have sex with women, and now there's half snake or half demon, half people, roaming around. That's not how things work. Okay, this children of the wicked one is the children of wicked people. Okay, wicked people who do the bidding of Satan, of the wicked one. Because the Lord created Satan to be the wicked, and there's a seed line of people upon the planet Earth who do the bidding of Satan. Okay, whether you believe that or not, I just went into this in my last video. Check it out. Esau, the god of this world. I end up touching on that briefly in that video, so give it a look. See, But anyway, let's continue. All right. So, verse 39: the enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. Okay. Now, when you talk about the devil, okay, there's a spiritual demon who's the devil, Satan, and then because that word devil just means adversary. Okay. All right. Let's get that word. Matthew 13. Matthew 13 and 39. Diabolos.
Strong's G 1228. Diabolos. Diabolos.
Diabolos, prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely, a calumniator, a false accuser, a slanderer. Metaphor applied to a man who, by opposing the cause of the Most High, may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. Okay, so when we go and we read, literally, like I just said, through the Spirit, okay, let's look at that again. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. What's the devil? Diabolos. Metaphorically applied to a man who, by opposing the cause of the Most High, may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. So, he's a false accuser, and so on and so forth. There's this character that's depicted all throughout the scriptures of this Satan-like man, okay, who plays out the part of Satan on the planet Earth, of the spiritual demon Satan. He's the physical counterpart. Okay, he falsely accuses the children of Israel. He kills them unjustly, and he's the wicked. Okay, they are a people known as the wicked. Okay, so let's continue to read. Matthew 13 and 39. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. We just explained who that is. Physical people. These are a physical seed line of people. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. Okay, as therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. Okay, the Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. Okay, so basically what is being said is that the wicked will be destroyed. Okay, and the wicked are equated to the seed of the wicked one, the man who plays the counterpart of Satan on the planet Earth. Okay, which is you Edomites, you so-called white people. Let's get the scriptures. Psalms 37 and 28. For Yahweh loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Okay, so I also I had also got these images to show you the wheat and the tares, because it talked about not gathering them up, but letting them grow together until the end time and letting the angels harvest them. Why? Because the scriptures have depicted and showed us that the Most High have scattered the children of Israel, okay, into the four corners of the planet Earth. Okay, We've been scattered into all nations, okay, like the scriptures say. And so as a result of being scattered into all nations, when you mate with their women, okay, you begin to gain their features. We know that the seed line goes through the father. Just look at the lineage of Yahushua. Look at the lineage of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ in the first book of Matthew. You see, mostly it just goes through and tells you who his fathers was, who his forefathers were. It doesn't really focus on the women. It might tell you like 2 or 3 women, but the most part is telling you the fathers. Why? Because the seed and who you are is determined by your father. So the men who scattered into these other nations slept with the women there who may have had different features than them. Their children gained the features of those women, and so on and so forth with their sons and their son's son if they kept on sleeping with those heathen women, till the point was reached that they looked like complete heathens. They look like those nations completely and entirely. So they look like so-called white people. They look like so-called Asian people. They look like so-called Arab people. They look like so-called so on and so forth. You get where I'm going with this. Africans, because Africans are not Israelites. But anyway, let's continue. Okay, so that's why I talked about the wheat and the tares growing up together, and don't just get to snatching up the tares, because you might snatch up the wheat with it. Why? Because when they're in their young stage, wheat and tares look very similar. Likewise with these Israelites, man. Likewise with the children of Israel. Israelites are going to look like these other nations. Okay, and likewise these other nations are going to look like Israelites. And so you can't just get to snatching up. Oh, you look like a white person, I'm going to snatch you up and kill you because you mess around and kill. You would mess around and kill an Israelite. Okay, so you have to be spiritual and let the Most High do things the way he wants to do things. Let the angels in the end time gather them up. And I just wanted to get got a picture of the difference between wheat and tares. So this is wheat. See, it's a plant drawing of wheat, a very old drawing, but it's an accurate depiction of wheat. And then when you go up a picture of tares, very similar. There are some distinct differences, but we're talking spiritually here, but there are some similarities as well, as you can see, because it doesn't start getting to this stage until the seeds begin to form, then you can start to kind of tell, oh, I see. Yeah, this is wheat and this is that. And, very similar, very similar. So yeah, I just want to kind of show that. Moving on to some more precepts, Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished. Okay, so now we're going to establish who the wicked is. Who are the wicked? Let's establish that. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Most High of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Most High have indignation forever. So these people who are the border of wickedness, meaning when you find them, you find wickedness. Okay, when you approach unto them, wickedness is at their borders. They are wicked. They are the wicked. These are the Edomites. It says, whereas Edom saith. And so let's find out who Edom is. Genesis 36, okay, in chapter 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. So you Edomites are the descendants of Esau, okay, the brother of Jacob, okay, and you were chosen to be the wicked, like it tells us in Romans 9, okay, that before you came out of the womb, okay, neither having done good or evil, you were chosen to be the wicked on the planet Earth. You're the seed of the wicked, okay, and so. But there are going to be Israelites who look like so-called white people. So you can't just go up, trying to put forth your own judgment upon so-called white people, because you're going to mess around and kill an Israelite, and then the Most High is going to kill you. Okay, you can't be taking stuff into your own hands, which is why the scriptures say, "Avenge not thyself." Okay, wait on the Lord. The patience and the faith of the saints is that Romans 13 and 9 and 10. He that leaveth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. This is the patience and the faith of the saints. Patience. You got to wait. You got to wait on the Lord to come do it. And the angels, like I said, the angels are going to separate the sheep and the goats, the wheat and the tares. And you're going to have spiritual tares too. People who say they're in the truth and they're really being motivated by the spiritual demon Satan to do, to be wicked. Okay, so let's just get this few more things, and we'll wrap it up here. Psalms 50, okay, and 16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Okay? And that's you Edomites, man. You lie. Okay? 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. The accuser. You're a false accuser. Like I said, you slander your own mother's son. And truth be told, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the descendants of Jacob, you so-called white people are the descendants of Esau. So we are your brother. But you lie against us. You slander us. You say we're these wicked people, when in actuality, we just want to live our lives. But you don't give us a fair chance to, But it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, okay? Okay, verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. So the Most High has allowed you to do these things to us for so long that you actually began to believe in your mind that the Most High had your back, that the Most High was cool with you doing all this stuff. But that's a lie. Verse 22, now consider this, ye that forget the Most High, lest I tear you in pieces and there be none to deliver. Now this is speaking to the Israelites, because you wicked people, you're never gonna be mindful of the Lord. The scriptures tell us that. Okay, scriptures tell us the wicked is not this. Let's get it. God is not all is. Tells you about the wicked. Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. Okay? You're proud. You're proud. You're not seeking after the Lord. The Lord's not in your thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. That's what they look. If that don't represent America, which is ruled by Edomite so-called white people, if that don't represent America, I don't know what does. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. And all they do is lie and make treaties and break them. That's all they do. That is the characteristics of the wicked, man. And we just read who the wicked is. Esau, Edom, so-called white men. Okay, that's the wicked. Okay. All right. Verse 23, whoso offereth praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation the right will I show salvation of the Most High. And that's talking of the children of Israel, Whether you look like a so-called white man or not, if this truth resonates within your spirit, you are from the seed of Israel. If this truth, this wisdom and knowledge resonates with you, and you've been given the gift of the Holy Spirit in order to understand these scriptures, you are an Israelite, okay? So repent or be destroyed with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and the other nations. Okay? So that's basically it, I thought that was very spiritual, how she threw. Let's watch that one more time, then I'll close it out.
Another trend. I'm a disappointment to my family. I'll get a promotion at my job. I'll have kids one day. I'm gonna be that wine ant with multiple tattoos. My fate has been determined. I'm the spawn of Satan. What? I'll be verified one day. I'm gonna die of a caffeine overdose. Okay, gotta double check on this one. I'm the spawn of Satan. My father actually loves me. Knew that one. I'm gonna die alone. Huh. I tend to scare people away. Huh. Y'all, I'm actually freaked out. Alright, third time's a charm. I'm the spawn of Satan. I'm even a disappointment to God.
Did you see that? I'm even a disappointment to God. You know? Oh man, let me get this last one. Psalms 7 and 11. The Most High judgeth the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. Okay, all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. I pray this was edifying. With that, I'm going to say shalom.